Hey everyone, I want to show you how to properly use a chef's knife, and we're going to also show you how to cut an onion so that it's really fast and easy. I'm using a chef's knife. The Pampered Chef one is my favorite, and the first thing you want is a proper knife grip. So what I'm going to use is a pinch grip, where you take your forefinger and your thumb and you pinch right at the bolster, which is where the handle meets the blade. Ours is tilted, which makes this really comfortable, and you're going to do a light pinch here, and if you have a good balanced knife, you shouldn't feel any give one way or the other. And then we're simply going to wrap gently our fingers around the handle. You should not have this like firm grip on this. It should feel nice and like easy, and not like, you know, if you have this firm grip, it's gonna be hard on your hand and you're not gonna have a lot of control of the blade. So now that you have a good grip here, I want you to resist the urge to do this. I see a lot of this, and this puts just like a lot of strain here, and it takes away a lot of your mobility. Whereas like I can chop really nice with this, it just feels funny. You'll feel the difference, but a good knife that's ergonomically correct should make this feel really easy. So there's a lot of different ways to cut an onion. I'm just going to show you the way I cut mine. So the first thing I do is I cut both ends off. I know some people like to leave one on. I don't. So I'm just going to cut off this end and then this end. And then we're going to cut this in half so that we have like a half moon right here. So now you're going to remove this outer layer. Now we're going to do what I call the clam cut. I don't think that's an official thing, but this is what I call it. And we're going to send the knife all the way through. We're going to cut this in half, just like a clam, but we're not going to go all the way back. We're going to leave a margin here so that it doesn't fall apart on us. And I'm just going to rest my palm on this and take my knife. And if you want them to be smaller pieces, you can do like this into thirds, but I almost always do this in halves, and that seems perfectly fine. But I want to set the palm of my hand, like the heel right here, so that all my fingers are super up and not in the way of the blade. And I'm just simply going to take this knife and I'm going to wiggle it back, but not all the way. We want to leave it intact. And so you're going to get something like this, but not all the way back. So next what we're going to do is we're going to make stripes down this way. And the further apart you do this, the bigger your chop is going to be. So the closer together you do this, the smaller your chop is going to be. So you can kind of do this based on how much you want, or how little you want your pieces to be. So again, I'm leaving that space in the back. Don't cut that. So I'm just going to go through. Okay, so now we have all these cuts on our onion, but it's still being held together by this part that we did not cut yet. So now we're going to go lengthwise. So we're going to come this way with it, starting at the end where it's cut. Using that grip that I showed you earlier. And what's nice about a chef's knife is it rocks really well. Okay, so see how easily this all came apart? Oh, so simple. And I can just take this and I can do little strips like this. Okay, so that was me explaining it. Let me show you how quickly you can do this in real time. So I'm not gonna speed this up or anything. You can just see exactly how I do it. And that's all there is to it. Hope this helps. Let me know if you try this and if this worked for you. See ya.